Most people go to the ruined landscapes of the First World War in northern France to see the monuments and the ruined landscape that surrounds that area. We went there, and what we found was the forest.
We spent the day walking around the Zone Rouge, the area that had been so catastrophically destroyed during the Great War that the French government in the years afterwards elected to abandon the area altogether. We walked through the forest with artist Francois Martig and curator Emilie.
There's something funny on the battlefields finally, because the black pine is something now in the cultural identity is emotional things, like it's a part of our story. But at the same time, if you go maybe 20 kilometers, the forestry agent use this black pine to cut and to sell, because it's really cheap. It's not good quality. It's good quality for the paper, for example, and for wood fire too. So here it's protected, this kind of memorial live tree, living tree, and 20 kilometers is totally different. Here, that's why this place is important, because here you have the black pine there, and there they say that this is the regeneration forest. So it was during the 70s. So you have a cohabitation of different conceptions about the forest. And here you have a lot of comment ça s'appelle, Emilie? Orchidées.
Orchids.
Orchids, exactly.
Yeah.
The landscape is moving all the time.
You have exactly the same thing for example, in the old industrial area, because it's a kind of reset of the landscape. And of course, the first you have the pioneer plants, and after you have the orchids, and after, of course, you have the trees. But to show this place, with the holes and the bumps like this, that's the perfect landscape for orchids. So it's quite funny, they decide, to show something of the war, but something else appears during this time. So It's a strange conception about the landscape. That's why it's fun.